In this episode of Spring Cleaning Your Life and Business, we're going to focus on processes. Before you go, I want to remind you about two very important things. You want freedom, right? You love flexibility too, right? Everyone should aim for freedom and flexibility in life. But freedom requires structure. Structure is what makes freedom possible. Structure liberates creativity. It allows it to flourish. Know that freedom without structure is chaos. A free society without the structure of government is anarchy. Freedom without the structure of laws is mayhem. But with the right structure, freedom can reign. Get the processes and the structure in place, and you can sing from the mountaintops. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, free at last. And in the business world, there can be a buildup of rules, processes, and inefficient systems that can create team dissension. Without thoroughly cleaning and addressing these issues, there could be negative business impact on productivity and retention. This spring cleaning time is the perfect opportunity to do an audit and to re-cement the foundation of operational excellence. Operational excellence, that is what powers high performance. It requires that everything be simple, clear, and certain. When your team is certain that this is how it's done and processes are simple and clear, they're free to fly. 5 areas that I suggest that you audit and look to make process improvements are communication, project management, documents and data storage, finances, and customer touchpoints. A quick rundown. Communication. Remind people of email communication best practices. To make this quick, I'll give you our email best practices that we do on the A-Team. Atrocious email etiquette can get out of hand quick, causing chaos, miscommunication, and missed deadlines, overall confusion, unneeded stress, overwhelm, anxiety, and it's a massive hit to your overall productivity. Just think about this. Think about the amount of time each of your team members spends on email every day. Now multiply those hours times the number of people on your team, times 5 days a week, times 50 work days a year. Now multiply that against your labor cost hourly. It's massive, right? Don't you think you should spend some time training people how to significantly optimize their performance using email? Yeah, me too. That's why I created a training document for it. I will give that to you in the link below. Another important system that can get gangly and turn into a tangled CF quickly is your project management system practices. Stuff can get posted, tasked, or assigned, and then just sit there, only making you feel shame and stress. Many of those tasks are no longer valid or a priority, but they still sit there stinking up your computer screen. I recommend that you assign everyone to do an aggressive pruning. In horticulture, it is called hard pruning or rejuvenating pruning. This is when you cut a shrub off to the height of 6 to 12 inches above the ground and allow it to regrow. You've seen it when your gardeners have done it in your yard. When there's not much but a stump and sheared off branches left, you probably freak out like I did and blame them for destroying the plant. But as they explained to me, the advantage of a hard pruning is that the shrub rejuvenates quickly, growing back a much healthier and more vibrant version than its previous self, which is exactly what happened. You want to do that to your project management system as well. Cut everything to the stump. Only the most essential tasks and priorities should remain. Trust me, it'll all grow back quickly, but hopefully a healthier, more productive version than its previous self. Do the same thing for your intranet or cloud-based shared folders and file system. Talk about getting gangly and out of control. Assign everyone to do a hard pruning on all the folders that they're responsible for. Just create a separate folder called Archive and move everything that is not actively part of their day-to-day into the archive. Clear it from the clutter of what they're having to sort through on a regular basis. Next is data and financial reporting. Spring is the perfect time to improve financial reporting intelligence of your company. Simplify everything. Most of what you are reporting on, no one is even looking at or using. Then perfect the most important data points to make better decisions so that you can take your company to the next level. Finally, are your customer touchpoints. Since this isn't a marketing discussion, let's just focus on client-facing invoices, contracts, FAQs, and promotional documents. Where can you do some cleaning and optimizing to create more simplicity, clarity, and certainty, or transactional confidence with clients? There are processes in every organization that exist because, quote, that's the way it's always been done. However, just because something is routine, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily efficient. Use this spring cleaning as an opportunity to look around at the way you operate and ask, how can we make this better? How can we make this better? Where there is a will, oh, you betcha, there is a way. In summary, understand that cleanliness creates clarity. Clarity produces happiness and productivity. The spring cleaning process may be arduous, but the end result will give you a more efficient and effective team and make you a much better person to be around when you go home to your family. So do it anyway.